Hi friends, it's Peggy Noe from prettypapercards.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I'm here today with my little Yorkshire Terrier, Ellie, and we are bidding you a Wednesday welcome. Today is Wednesday, and it happens to be January 31st. I can't believe it. Um, we just say that all the time, but wow, has January gone by quickly. January 31st. I'm checking here to make sure that everything is working. Okay, I see that I'm on and we're live, so that's a really good thing. I hope you're having a nice week. I know I am. It's already been a quick week. I can't believe it's Wednesday. It seems like it zipped by really fast. I have a little itch right here. Sometimes Ellie's hairs kind of get into my eyes, so I hope you guys are having a great time, a nice week, and making some cards. I've been like making cards like crazy. Linda Leonhardt, hello, good to see you. Tina Lesson from Granite Falls, good to see you. Holly, good to see you, Holly. And Roz, hi Roz. Linda Brady, good to see you, Linda. I hope you guys are having a nice week. I went out to coffee with a girlfriend this morning, and that was fun. And then a race back to get ready to be here with you guys. Linda, good to see you, Linda Leonhardt. How is your weather there? Right now, it's beautiful. It's in the mid 70s. It gets cold at night. Oh, thank you. Yes, she is cute today with her white bow. But we are expecting lots of rain in the next couple days. They've said a lot of rain and a lot of wind. So, oh, Holly's making cards with free designer series paper. That is probably celebration paper, I would expect, huh? We love free paper. We love free craft supplies. Everybody loves free craft supplies, even Ellie. Cold 45, Linda in Virginia. Okay, yeah, chilly. 39, Linda Leonhardt. Yeah, and Linda Brady is in Virginia. I went to high school in Virginia. I did. I went to Fairfax High, and then I went to Oakton High. I think I've told you guys that before. It's right, hi Cindy Howard. Those towns are right up near Washington, D.C. My dad worked in D.C. and we lived on the Virginia side. Margaret Gordon, happy good morning from Australia. Roz, it was cool in the morning there, low 40s and low 60s today. Next 10 days going to be chilly. Yeah. Windy in southern Oregon for Jeanne. Good to see you, Jeanne. Yeah, have you had rain yet, Jan? Sometimes, Oregon and California get the same kind of a weather. It kind of starts up there and comes on down, and we're really expecting a lot tomorrow. We had some flooding here last week. It wasn't up here where I live, it was down in the south. But some people really were flooded because some drains weren't used to that kind of weather and that much rain, and they blocked up. Well, let's talk about what's new with Stampin' Up. First of all, we're still in celebration, which is January and February. So tomorrow we're starting our second and last month of celebration. Really one of the biggest sales of the year for Stampin' Up, where you get free product for certain minimum orders. And Jeanne, yes, they're expecting rain. Yes. And Becky, thank you for sharing the video from Kentucky. Good to see you. Cindy Howard, too, from North Dakota. So celebration is continuing for one more month. So remember, that's how you get your free product with a minimum order. I'm going to put Ellie down. But I have some exciting news for you. We are looking forward to some new celebration gifts being released tomorrow. I saw someone advertise from another part of the world, and it could be Australia, that they've already started releasing theirs. So there are some new products, new celebration prizes So if there are some things that you still want, actually I would recommend getting things right away. I checked on our inventory status report right before I came on, and it said that right at the moment the stippled blossoms, softly stippled designer series paper, which is I'll show you which one it is. It's already sold out. It looked like it's going to be coming back, but this is a celebration item, and this has sold out, at least probably in the US, because I'm looking at the US report. So that should be coming back. But I guess, thank you, Ross, for sharing. I guess what I did want to say, if there's some things that you want in celebration, free items, be sure you get them as ASAP before they possibly run out. That's why they do add more products, is because things do run out, because there are some that are just the favorites. I mean, one of my favorites is that watercolor melon. I just love that stamp set. Polly Libby, good to see you from North Carolina. Other things that are not available, the modern oval and the heartfelt hexagon punch are both out. One is coming in March and one in April, so those are out. I like to give you those reports so you know what's going on. The wonderful spring mini catalog, I just call it the spring mini catalog. Oh, that's not the cover. Where is the cover? Here's the cover. Is going strong. Oh, you guys, I think I love so many products in this catalog, and we're going to use some today. You know, you could just ask me my favorites. I mean, the Be Mine is one of my absolute favorites, and if you still haven't made Valentine's, get the Be Mine suite. It is so cute. Tammy, good to see you from right down the street. She lives right down the street. Good to see you, Tammy. Be Mine is just one of my favorites. I just love that. And today we're going to use Nature Sweetness. I haven't used that a lot, and I really do like it, and I have it. If you have your catalog and you want to open it, thank you, Cindy, for sharing the video with some of your stamping friends. I appreciate that. So pages 40, 41, 42, 43. This Nature Sweetness is another mega sweet. And I love mega sweets. I think we used some lavender, didn't we, last week? I think we might have used some lavender. And we talked about what a mega sweet is. It's where there are two bundles, and a bundle is a stamp set and either dies or a punch. And so there are two, Marcia Long, hello, two bundles, at least two bundles. There's usually paper, embellishments, all kinds of stuff. And that's what Nature Sweetness is. So let me turn you down here and we'll take a little look at it. Let me see. Hold on. Okay, there we go. We'll take just a little look at it before we start our project. So here is Nature Sweetness right over here. You can see it real clearly. I'll get my glasses on. This is one of the bundles called Lovely and Sweet. And here's the other one called Notes of Nature. And we're going to use both of them today. I just love them. Cindy Reed, hello. And here's the paper. We're going to use the paper. We're going to use some of this neat gold faux leather trim. We may or may not use the adhesive backed cork, but we're gonna use this bundle. This Tracy Ludeman, good to see you from Kentucky. This mega sweet, I guess is what I'm calling it. We're going to use today. So I'm going to show you how I came to our project today. It's going to be a fun fold. And if you remember, this is one of the swaps from my team that I got a week or so ago. One of my team members, Jody, made this fabulous card that opens like this and then opens like this for a Father's Day card. So oh, Tammy, you just got Notes of Nature. Good. So I wanted to play around with this fun fold and just do some different things. So I started by just making a circle card using the Notes of Nature products. And here is a circle card that opens up like that with different levels of the deckled circles. These are the dies, the deckled circles. I mean, there are let me see how many circles. 14 different size circles. I had to lean over to see the number. Yeah, that's a cute guy card. But you know me, I wanted to make a gal card. I am going to make it for my husband for his birthday this weekend. But don't tell him. I'm going to use that pattern, a pattern like that for him. I'll show it to you maybe next week. So I cut out quite a few different circles, deckled circles, to create this one. And then the only thing this does is it has kind of a back, and then it opens like this. Okay, just like that. But I wanted to go a little bit further and make it more like her card. So I made this one, and it opens like this, and then it opens like this, kind of the way hers did. Hi, Kay Phipps. Good to see you. So this is the one we're going to make today, and because it uses some of these products, but I'm going to change this up, and instead I'm going to put this flower on it, and I'm going to show you what this does. I think it's a pretty neat. Does anybody know this flower? It has also some kind of like nuts or seeds in there. Does anybody know what that is? Well, we're going to start making it, and we will find out. So let me see. I'll put my card up here. And we are going to start out with, here's my envelope with all my goodies. I think we actually will start out by coloring this flower. And I'm kind of surprised. This is part of the DSP. It's the reverse of that side. And this is called the Nature Sweetness Designer Series paper. We're using all of it today. Almonds? Really, Holly? Is it almonds? Interesting. I had no idea. So those are almonds, the leaves, and the flowers. Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. I did not know that. So I decided to color, so they're nuts. So I decided to color them in, the base color that we're using today is pecan pie. So I used a nut paper. Too bad we don't have almond paper. And I'm going to color the almonds in pecan pie. These are my Stampin' Blends alcohol markers, and I'm going to try to do this kind of quickly. I was surprised that it worked so well on this gold, white and gold paper. I wasn't sure if it would actually stay or not, you know, kind of sit on there. Oh, thanks, Lori. Yes, I went for Barbie pink. Let me see if I can get you down a little bit more so that you can see a little bit closer. Let me see here. I'm going to try to get it so you can see just a little bit better and get that reflection out of there. Is that a little bit better? Okay, so those are the nuts, and then I'm going to use I'm using Flirty Flamingo. This is the dark Flirty Flamingo for the flowers. And it just goes on real easily, and it goes right over the gold, and the gold shines through. And I had kind of been just really afraid to color this paper, thinking that it wouldn't work. I'm thrilled that it does work. And there are two tiny little things down there. Oops, there's another nut. I better be careful and not color that. Almonds, how interesting. I didn't know they were almonds. Now I have a whole different feeling about them. I love almonds. Don't you guys love almonds? I sure do. Linda loves pink. Yep, so many of us love pink. And I like Flirty Flamingo. Flirty Flamingo is a little bit of an orangey pink. And what did I use? For the leaves, I used the lighter Flirty Flamingo just for fun. You know, when you are making a card, when you're the artist, you get to choose what colors you want everything. And if you want your leaves to be Flirty Flamingo instead of green, so be it. We can have Flirty Flamingo leaves. And again, this is a piece of the Designer Series paper, and there's a die that cuts it out, which is why I wanted to use it, to show you that the die will cut these out. And it is such a beautiful floral image. So, and isn't that neat? Do you see how the vein lines in the gold shine through? They just come right out of that blending. So if you have this paper, some of you got paper shares and you might have a piece of this paper, a couple pieces, try coloring it. It's just beautiful, and I'm doing it quickly. It's not hard. It's real easy to color. Okay. So we're using, today, I'm using Mr. Smooth. We're bringing out the big guns today, you guys, because we're doing some big things. So here is the big Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. It's not huge or anything. I just call it big compared to the little desk, kind of the little desk model. So this is one of the dies from the Lovely and Sweet die set. And this cuts this out just perfectly. Check that out. Look at that. See how it fits right up around there? Isn't that gorgeous? Yeah. So that you can use it for your card fronts or just anything. I think it's so pretty. I am coloring on the DSP. Yeah, Linda. Almonds are so healthy. Yes, they are. Uh-oh. They help with headaches? Really? They help with headaches. How interesting, Roz. You are just a bundle of info. Look how pretty that is. Let me see if I can find you the paper itself so you can see. Here's my little packet with all the different papers in it. So I did not know those were almonds, but so these are the almonds again. It's just a different pattern. I think I might have used, this is such beautiful paper because there's gold in there too. I think, so here is the DSP that I used. I've almost used it all up. And I just colored and we just cut. That's it, just coloring and cutting. Okay, so let's get started with our cards. So what we're going to do is it's going to be like 2 cards on a card base. This is your standard size. It's pecan pie. It is 5.5 by 4 1/4. And then what we're going to do, interestingly, is we're going to put a regular size white card front right on top of it. But I'm just going to let it sit there for a few minutes. We're just going to plan it out. And then this is a piece of Flirty Flamingo that's going to go on top of that. But we are going to emboss this in the distressed 3D embossing folder, which is so pretty. So let's go ahead and do that now. It's going to add more, well, you know, dimension, like dimensionals. So here's our piece of Flirty Flamingo. Julia, good to see you. And here is the embossing folder we're going to use, the Distressed Tile 3D embossing folder. This is one of my favorites. And we just put it in like that. I'm going to put it a little bit at an angle, and then because it's a 3D embossing folder, we use the 3D plate and just run that through. And I'll show you how pretty that comes out. I hope a lot of you have this embossing folder. If you don't, I really recommend that you get it. Let me show you how beautiful it comes out. And we're also going to do a little, blending on it. Look at how pretty that is. And it is distressed. Okay, so what we're going to do is get our blending brush. And this is the large size blending brush. And I'm going to use pecan pie ink. And I'm just going to do a little blending here. There's a lot of reflection on there, isn't there? I'm so sorry. I'm going to use my glass mat to get some of the ink off before I start going. And then we're just going to use enough to add some color so that when we put the other pieces of pecan pie on top, it'll blend in with the pecan pie. It adds a little bit to the distressing here. I did get a bit much right there, didn't I? And then we can go back, as you guys have taught me, and pick up some right off of the glass mat. I love my glass mat. Hi Renee, good to see you. Late at work, I get it. Okay, so there we've got our distressing done, our blending distressing. And I'm just gonna take a little Kleenex and just get that off so I don't get it on the rest of my card. Alrighty, so this is how we have our card made so far. We have our card back. We're going to put a piece of basic white card on top. Then we're going to put this. And then what we're going to do is have a circle open up. This is the fun part, the fun fold part. So I kind of cut a piece. I really like this designer series paper. And this is the deckled circle that I'm going to use, and what we're going to do is put it on top of here and have it fold as an opening. So let's go ahead and bring our cut and emboss machine back. I mean, I would keep it right on here, but I can't work and have it at the same time. But we're using it a lot today. So we're going to use this giant deckled circle and just run that through. When they developed the glass mat, they should have used non-glare glass. Yes. Thank you, Roz. I totally agree. Mary Lou, good to see you. Thank you for popping on. I agree about the non-glare. I'm sorry about the glare too. Okay, so here's the circle. And what I want to do, first I'm going to go ahead and glue. Let's see, let me see how I did that. Here's our goal right here. Yeah, I can go ahead and glue this piece on. It's kind of a little layering situation where we want to be sure to layer the correct things in the correct order. So we're just going to put this on like this. So in case you're wondering, okay, this one is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. This white card is 4 by 5 1/4, and the Flirty Flamingo is 3 3/4 by 5. And our goal is to do this and have our circle be able to open up also. And so what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to just fold this over. I'm going to bring it in a little bit more, just about like that, and fold this piece over. Just like that. And then it's going to be opening kind of like a book, and then I will adhere it like this to the back. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to adhere it in 2 ways, okay? I like things to be secure. So I'm going to adhere it with my multi-purpose liquid glue right there. And then I'm actually going to put a little piece of tear and tape over it to make sure it doesn't pop out. So I'm going to do that. I'm just really burnishing it with my fingernail. I'm going to take off my tear and tape if I can. Come on, baby. There we go. Okay. So now I have this ready to put on this is the real card backing. I'm going to add a little bit more glue right here. And then I'm going to go ahead and put this right on like this. Okay. Just like that. So now what I have is this piece opens up, and then this piece opens up. Isn't that kind of fun? So for the inside, we're going to do this cute little thing on the inside, and for the outside, we're going to go ahead with this. Oh, actually, I remember. I'm going to put the pretty flower that we colored on there, aren't I? Flirty Flamingo looks so good with pecan pie. It really does. But I wish the color were named almond. It would make a lot more sense since we know we're using almonds, right? Oh goodness. Okay, so let's see, what have I got in here? I have all kinds of goodies in my envelope. So let's go ahead and do, well, let's see, what should we do? Okay, we've got our flower. Let's do our sentiment. And I do think I might want another, I don't know. I'm debating about whether I want a piece of kind of a white background right there to really make this shine. In the meantime, we'll just do our sentiment as we think about it. Okay, we'll get some pecan pie, and the sentiment I'm using is just a little note to say hello from the same stamp set, Notes of Nature. Just a little note to say hello. It has all this fun stuff, and we're gonna use this on the inside. We're gonna use that next sentiment. Okay. So we'll just ink this up. I have my paper already cut. You know what? That's my problem, is I can't see. Where are my glasses? Here we go. Get the glasses on. It is pretty, Marcia. The whole suite is beautiful. The whole mega suite is just gorgeous. Okay, there's our just a little note to say hello. So there's our sentiment. Now let's take a look here and see what I think. I think we could just go ahead with our sentiment. Let's do that. We're going to tuck this in. Let's see, where are we going to tuck it in? No, maybe we're going to do it right over. Okay, I think that's what we're going to do. Oh, I'm sorry. I had it down where you guys couldn't see it. Okay, let me ponder here. Maybe down here. This is a good place, right here. We'll just put it right there. So let's get out, you know, all I have are little tiny, do you ever get this way where all you have is bits and bits of dimensionals? This is what I have, just bits. These little bits of dimensionals here. So, see, I have a couple of whole dimensionals we could put on. But I like to use the little corners because I don't like to waste them. So we'll just put some dimensionals on here. I meant to get a new pack, but I forgot. I think the 4 should work. So we'll just use 4. Allison, good to see you. Yes, I know, Allison. You all have different opinions, don't you? Well, for right now, I think we're just going to go this way because I don't have another color, another shape pre-made. But now we're going to put our little sentiment up, and what I'm going to do is just cut right in here, just like this. That way I can grab these little pieces and use them, and we'll put our sentiment on. Let's see. I think I'm going to put it just kind of like that. Okay. So we'll say 2 of these little, whoops, 2 little tiny ones like that. And we'll put this here, just kind of like that. Okay, now the one fun thing that I wanted to show you guys, this is faux leather trim, trimmed with gold. And it doesn't work too much in a bow. I'm just going to tell you that. It's not really the type of thing for a bow, but it looks really great with a knot like that. Let me cut the other side kind of just a bit more even. And you can stick, let's see, I think they're both a little bit too long. Let me shrink them up just a bit, like that. And you can put a little knot right there, and it looks kind of cute. So here are my mini glue dots, and it takes only 1 mini glue dot. You could use more, but I found that 1 actually works just for the knot. So I'm going to put it right there, and then we'll just put the knot right over that. and I'm going to just barely tuck some of that back under. It does still look a bit uneven, doesn't it? We'll just take a little more. Okay. There we go. Whoops. Let's see. Turn it just a bit. Isn't that pretty cute? And then this opens, and so inside here I have another one of these. I punched this out with a 1 3/4 inch circle, and it fits perfectly right in the center there. So I'm just going to put a little glue on that. And then we are going to make a real sweet little, another sentiment to go inside there. So we'll just put our circle right in the center of the card like that. Okay, and I have a scratch piece of white, and I have the sentiment right here. You know what I did first? I remember before. I used I cut it first. I wanted to use, because I hadn't used it, and let's try it out together, a fun little die that comes in this set. Let me show it to you. It's over here. Check out this little die. Isn't that kind of fun? And it has lines and dots on the back. Let me get this up here. And I think before I did the die cutting and then I did the stamping, so I got the stamp right where I wanted it. I don't usually do that, but this time I did. So let me show you how this works, and we'll hope I come out with it right. Yes, Tracy, you can do knots. And I think the, referring to the leather trim again, I think it'll be good for guy cards. I think guys will like leather trim. So this is what that comes out to look like. Isn't that kind of cute? So let me get my sentiment and my glue again, and we'll see if I can get it on there just right. Thanks for making me smile. Okay. Uh-oh. Let me just get my little Kleenex there and just get that off the corner. I got a little too anxious. Do you ever get too anxious? Kind of stamp a little too quickly. Okay. Now, let's see. Da, 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 da. Look how cute that is. It fits perfectly. I love it. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and put this on the inside like that. I'm going to use a few of those little dimensional pieces that I cut from before. Right back here. Just like that. And we'll put this over here. Now, the embellishments that come with this suite are these cork, adhesive-backed cork rounds. But what I kind of liked and I used on the other one was these, which you can get for Celebration. I had that little abbreviation, SAB. And you can get all of these opaque faceted gems in Calypso Coral, Pecan Pie, and Pool Party. And I kind of really liked the Calypso. So, you know what? Why don't we put a few of the cork rounds on the inside, and we'll put the colored ones on the outside, on the front. How about that? So we'll put a little cork round right there. A little uneven. Come on, guy. Let's get a little better. Oh, goodness. Close enough, right? Close enough. Put that one down there. Okay, that's kind of cute. And then we'll close this up, and let's see, what do you think? Cork or, oops, color? Possibly cork, because we have a lot of color here, I think. I think I'm going to use the larger cork this time. Yep, I think that'll look better, because we have quite a bit of color. We could put a little mini cork right out here. Okay, now the two things I haven't done are stamped the very inside of the card and the envelope. So let's do that. So this card opens 2 times, right? Just a little note to say hello. Thanks for making me smile. And then I want to show you, this is really my most favorite stamp of this entire mega suite. It's so pretty. Isn't that gorgeous? Isn't that just beautiful? And then, okay, that's just a little crumb, a little cork crumb. And then there are some cute little small blossoms. I could have done this before we put this on here. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Okay, well, I've played with this before and many times. Well, we might just put a couple of cork rounds inside there. See, I was hurrying. I wasn't paying attention. I should have done this before I adhered it. But we'll just put a couple of cork rounds in there. Nobody even knows. Look at that. Nobody even knows that I made that mistake. And there, and there. And now what I'd like to do is that big blossom down here on the outside of the envelope. Let's see. Isn't that gorgeous? I just love that blossom. So there we go. There's our card. I think it's just different. You know, I think I am going to make my husband's, though. I'm going to make his like a car theme, and have this maybe be a car or some car colors for his birthday this weekend. But anyway, I think it's a pretty cute little card. It's a fun thing to do. Now you guys have a little pattern that you can use. I hope you like that. And I'll show you, let's bring out all of the ones that I did so we can kind of see them. Got kind of a mess here. So this is the round one, and then this is the other sample that I did without a flower, like this. I do kind of like the flower. I think the flower is beautiful. Okay, let's turn you guys up now. Still trying to get over my cold. Let's see, so low. Yeah, it's just been hanging on. You know, you're not really sick, but you have just a little bit. Thank you. It's this beautiful, you're all saying beautiful card. Really what it is just the gorgeous products. These beautiful nature sweetness, the beautiful mega sweet. You will love it if you don't have it. I'm looking for our prize, and I had it right in here. Today's prize. Here it is. Okay, I wasn't here last week because I had a cold. So we have the prize from the week before, which is the iridescent basic pearls that I love so much that I color, and I wanted you guys to have some more of these. So the winner for today is Colleen Ludke. Colleen, congratulations. I know you're going to love these because you can just color them whatever color you need for your project. I have your address, and I'll be getting these out to you, Colleen. Everybody's gifts are out. So if you won a prize and you haven't received it from me, it should be coming any day now. I sent it the other day. Thank you, Cindy. So congratulations, Colleen. And then the prize for next week is going to be the card that we just made, the one with the flower on the front, this one. So this is the prize for a week from today. So if you'd like to get this prize, let me put it the correct way so you can see it. Put the word prize, and you'll be entered to win this for next Wednesday. We'll be into February by then. And don't forget, tomorrow's February 1st. There are going to be some new Celebration products released, I think. I think I saw them in the South Pacific already being released, and so keep an eye out for that. And I will be back, the Lord willing, on Friday, and we'll